Hey, welcome back to my channel. I make weekly art tutorials, paint-alongs and vlogs, and in this video I am going to show you some amazing art supplies that I have bought in a mega birthday art haul. I bought items from London Graphic Centre, from Jackson's, from CassArt, directly from Italy, from eBay, from Amazon, and I'll leave links to everything down below in the description. First things first, I wanted to show you this palette that I bought myself. This is definitely the most expensive item that I bought, and this was one that I kept going back and forth on, but I essentially decided to get it. I think in part because it's so beautiful, because it's so nice, and also it feels like the kind of gift to myself, I guess, that I will look back on and always remember that I bought it for my milestone birthday. So I thought I can kind of treat myself to a big gift, and I can't even I don't know if it's also because it almost like it just looks so luxe and it reminds me of like jewelry, and I don't know, I almost feel like it's something that will last so many years, that it feels like a forever gift, a lifetime gift. Does that make sense? Again, to myself, I considered asking my brother to buy it for me, but he'd already bought me a gift. And to be fair, it was expensive. This is what I got, which is the Fraser Price palette box. Here's a closer look at the brass watercolor box. Because it is made of brass, it does not rust, which again is absolutely amazing. However, it is not magnetic, which is something to bear in mind if you like having magnets incorporated. It in theory can hold 18 half pans or 9 full pans. It comes with plenty of mixing space, as well as a thumb hole for right and left-handed users, and a pot to add water, as well as a water bottle that you can fill and also use as a palette or mixing area. It all folds up in a relatively compact way. It has a beautiful presentation box, but the only other thing to mention is that the one thing missing from this is a travel brush, which other sets tend to also include. No doubt I'll do a separate video on this travel palette as well as the other palettes that I have in the near future. That's my biggest gift to myself. Obviously there's a lot of other items, but this was like definitely this is my big gift to me. And it was on sale because, you know, I love a good sale. Speaking of which, there's a Jackson sales at the moment. I will link it in the description down below because it's a plein air sale, aka I love urban sketching, plein air, all that good stuff is on sale at the moment. So I bought it when it was on sale. So it actually came with a set of Jackson's watercolor paints and was £25 cheaper. Make of that what you will, but this is triple figures. It's just, look at that. I just can't. Yeah, so let me show you the watercolors that I also got with this set. Whereas these colors are the ones that actually came with this set. And these are Jackson's watercolors, half pans. Okay, so this is a set of 12 and it comes with cadmium yellow deep, yellow ochre, lemon yellow, Venetian red, Jackson red, carmine, ultramarine deep, cobalt blue, phthalo blue, burnt umber, ivory black, and phthalo green deep. I also got this hidden gem of watercolors, which are known for their granulating properties and their affordability. If you're enjoying the video so far, then don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe, as it makes a massive difference to my channel. Thank you so much. So these are the Roman Szmal colors, which I got because I heard that they granulate really nicely, and I thought that they may be like a more affordable schminke alternative, if you like, to see if I actually like granulation. Yeah, I'm really excited to experiment with these, and one of the things that I really like is when you look, you can see that this has actually been painted on. So this is actually a swatch. So this in theory I could stick in and just have that. Let's see. Super wet. So they are full pans and they were so affordable, I just could not help myself. So this color is mineral violet and it is PB29 PV19, and I will make a separate video highlighting all the colors that I got, but just to read out the names for you, this is shadow violet, this one is Payne's grey, although it's a lot lighter than I thought, this one is Parylene green, which is quite a moody forest green. This is Hooker's green, which I quite like because it almost looks like a sap green, like it's a lot more yellow than I'm used to, but That's good because I prefer that anyway. Then this is a cobalt teal, which, you know, I love as a colour. Even though I don't like cobalts for the most part, there's just something about the teals that are stunning. Then this is ocean blue. This is transparent turquoise. This is phthalo blue green shade. This looks like ultramarine. Yeah, ultramarine intense. This is permanent alizarin crimson. This is pyrrole red. Then Indian red. Cyprus burnt umber. Natural sienna light. I don't actually know if I needed to get this colour, but I think it was cheaper than yellow ochre. Orolin hue. And again, it's because I've heard this is a beautiful yellow and it's so bright and stunning, which I really like, but it's the hue, so it shouldn't be, it should be more light fast than the actual colour. And then last but not least, quinacridone gold hue. So these are the Roman Szmal colours that I got. It has honestly been so long that I don't even quite remember everything that I bought, but yeah, okay. So I knew that I bought some Strathmore, but I kind of forgot because they have so many different types. I kind of forgot which ones I actually ended up settling on. So this is the Strathmore Tan Mixed Media paper. It has 48 pages and I just heard so many good things about it. It is the 400 series and it's like A4 size. And this is the colour in here. So my aim was actually to use this for some gouache paintings. And it's just something really different. And that's what I want from my sketchbooks, to really inspire me to experiment and to try different things. And I'm really, really excited. As you know, I need to get better at using better quality paper. And this is a step in the right direction. So I got this. Then, keeping in the theme of Strathmore, I bought again the 400 series, but this time they're watercolour paper because I'm always looking for a good watercolour sketchbook. So this is cold press 400 series A4 size of the Strathmore 400 watercolour paper book. Both of them hardback because I prefer working with hardbacks. Also has 48 pages, 300 GSM, and the other one was 300 GSM as well. So both really thick. It does have quite a lot of texture. Don't know if you can see it. So that would be interesting to work with. And this is a lot bigger that I'm used to working with, but I'm curious to see how that goes. So those are two of those books. Then let's see what is this? Oh, okay. Completely forgot I got this. I bought the lemon yellow because when I'm doing my watercolor paintings, it tends to be my nice cool yellow that I use, and with the introductory set it actually comes with a primary yellow, so I wanted to see if there was a significant difference. And then I brought quinacridone magenta because again in watercolor I absolutely love this color, so I thought I might love it in gouache too, and I'd forgotten that I got these two gouache colors, but I'm glad that I did. As well as being on YouTube and working full-time, I'm also currently studying and doing my master's, and as part of being a student, they were having a student offer when I actually bought this package. So all the contents of this bag are free, and I'm going to show you what's inside there after we've looked at this box. This feels like another sketchbook and it is. I was really having a Strathmore field day. So this is a mixed media, but I think it's the 500, the 500 series Strathmore mixed media paper. So again, it is 190 GSM. It has 64 pages and 500 series. Someone, I can't remember who, but somebody highly recommended getting this one. And they said, get the mixed media one, not the watercolor one, because the mixed media in the 500 series is excellent for watercolor. I don't know if that's true, but I took her advice on board and thus I bought this. Again, nice and light. This one looks less textured than the watercolor paper, I guess, as to be expected. It doesn't really lay flat, but the paper looks really good. And the 500 series in theory is meant to be their best quality one, and then there's 100, 200, 300, 400 and 500 series. So got this, and again Strathmore, this time getting the watercolor series because, like I said, one, I love sketchbooks. You know I love sketchbooks. And two, I'm always looking for the perfect sketchbook. So I now have the Sea White, the Fabriano, the Moleskine, the Paul Rubens, and the Strathmore all to compare. So Cassatt were basically doing an offer for students where you got free art supplies. So as well as this cotton canvas, you also got this cartridge paper which has 10 sheets, and I'll keep that to the side. Then some paints, cadmium yellow deep hue, and it's heavy body acrylic. There's also De La Rowley cadmium red hue but fluid acrylic, some normal acrylic, so you get like yellow, red and blue but in 3 different types of acrylic. So it's a bit of a mix and match of things, but it should be enough to like experiment. Oh, this is great actually. 0.05 Unipin fine liners. You know that I love these fine liners, but I haven't got a super thin one like this one, or at least I had one and I ran out. So that's ecoline brush pen, Winsor & Newton 0.3 fine liner, and promarker, which alcohol based Winsor & Newton marker, purple I think fine liner, yep. Then some derwent pencils in blue, yellow and green, and I really like the fact that they include like a picture that in theory you could create with these colours. Then they've also got this, so Staedtler coloured pencils, and in orange and green. Interesting colour choice. It's so weird because this expired in 2021 even though I bought it in 2022. Oh, another pro marker in gold. That's really nice. And look, it has 2, I didn't realise, 2 nibs. And a Faber Castell pastel highlighter, which I think would actually look quite nice with urban sketching, and a kneadable eraser. So this is kind of like, I guess, a mixed match of like samples that they have, and I don't mind, you know, free materials. But yeah, don't really think they were designed to be used together. So I did some super quick swatching just because I wanted to have a look and know what I have, what I think I'd use. And looking at it, I really like the gold pro marker, especially the like bigger bullet nib. I thought that was really nice. Oh wow, that's so vibrant. And I quite often like complementing my floral drawings with gold, so that's gold. As an ace. I also really liked the grey highlighter. I just thought it'd be nice to add shadows, whether I'm doing portrait studies or florals or even urban sketching. I thought it'd be really nice and quick and easy to have. Ecoline. So I've heard so much about this. A brush pen. Oh, that's disappointing. Completely run out. The green pencil is actually not green, it's actually a HB pencil, and the fine liners were otherwise okay. I didn't swatch the acrylics, but I am really curious to know how they all work, given that they're 3 different types. Keeping in the theme of paints, I also got some more gouache. So as you know, I love the Winsor & Newton Designer's gouache, and I've used lots of different types, but especially now since I've got like my palette and it's just easy to have my gouache easily accessible, I've just started painting more, and I've actually almost finished my first set, which I had for a year, hadn't used it, and now for the past 2 months it's almost finished. And it comes with primary yellow, permanent yellow deep, spectrum red, primary blue, ultramarine, permanent green middle, yellow ochre, ivory black and zinc white. But in addition to this, I got some other colours that don't actually come with this set. The lemon yellow, and it's quite similar to primary yellow, to be honest. I thought it would be a bit brighter. And then I also got the quinacridone magenta. And from the London Graphic Centre, I got Winsor Violet dioxazine, because I've just been feeling violets more recently, and Prussian blue, which is a staple, and I've literally almost finished. So the yellow for some reason, and the Prussian blue and my whites just keep running out, hence I bought these extra colours. I do have Himimiya gouache as well, which I really like, and I've done like a comparison video basically highlighting how I use the different gouache paints, but this by far at the moment is my number one. As you may know, I recently went to Venice and I had an amazing time, created a vlog video about it. But while also there, I bought a few art materials, which I'm going to share with you now. I found this cute, adorable Fabriano store, as well as lots of stores that had like glass, which Venice is known for, and I just couldn't help but buy a couple of things from there. Fabriano torsion paper, and it's only because I've like never seen it before. It says it's extra rough, but when I was in the shop and I was feeling it, it actually felt quite smooth, and it's made in a different way. So I just wanted to like really experiment and see what is it and do I like it. Then I got this, which not one but two, because one, for like amazingly, it was actually cheaper to get it in Italy than it was here, I guess because it's made in Italy. But also I've used the paper before. If you've seen my London Graphic Centre haul, then you'll have seen that I got this from there and I really liked the paper, so I knew that it was worthwhile investing in these. So I got these, and this is a little, I don't actually know how useful this will be, but I just thought it was so nice, even if it doesn't work. I asked the guy in the shop, does it work? And he honestly was not too sure. But it's basically a calligraphy pen made out of glass. So this bit is actually metal, but the handle is glass. And I just thought it's beautiful. It reminded me of Venice. I don't count on the ink at all. As you may have seen from my Amazon haul, I do have this carbon ink still, which I'm using. So it could, in theory, if it does work, I'll use these two together. So it does work, which is amazing. Is it practical? No. But does it remind me of Venice? Absolutely. I recently went to the London Graphic Centre in Covent Garden, and you know that I love that place. And went there, I was basically trying to figure out what oil pastels to get. I haven't tried oil pastels in a very, very, very long time, and I want to experiment with them. But it's always, I find, a struggle to balance getting something that's good quality but not spending a whole bunch of money before you know that you actually love that art supply. And so this is what I decided to get, because I know Winsor and Newton, I trust them, and even if it's student grade, I think it should be relatively okay. And if I really, really, really love oil pastels, then I can invest in something like Sennelier. But I thought for now it's probably a bit too premature for me to get that, and thus this is what I got. Then the inner child in me saw this pencil and basically got it, and as you continue to draw or paint or sketch, it actually changes color. So I thought it'd be really nice to use for sketches. And then I got some stuff from Amazon, and these are almost like miscellaneous art supplies that I think will be really useful and really helpful / that I want to experiment with. These are basically like silicone molds, and the reason that I got them is that I've been doing some art with masking fluid and I don't want to ruin my brushes. I do find it quite a faff always using soap. So in theory, I think Katerina helped me out in the comments and actually told me that I could try using these and they will just peel off at the end once I've used the masking fluid. So that's why I got them. Then I got this because I haven't done any art with like palette knives, so I thought that it would be nice to experiment with that, and I have lots of like canvases that I haven't used yet, so I bought palette knives to inspire me to do so. And I got this, which is basically something that you put at the bottom of your water cup to then rinse out your brushes. I also got this. So I bought this from Amazon, and it is, I think it's meant to be for like Pokemon cards, but it's basically got 9 slots, and my plan was to actually use it to create like a swatch catalogue. I haven't got it done yet. I don't know when I will do it, but I just like the idea of perhaps having like all my yellows together, having all my blues together. So my Amazon finds were like a bit random, but still really great. I also got this wonderful watercolor tin palette, and the reason that I got it is because an amazing subscriber, a fellow MVP, sent me some happy mail, and I just wanted to put them all together in some way special. If you want to see that video, then definitely check it out. I'll link it up above and at the end as well. If you are still listening, then you are most definitely a real MVP, and I really appreciate you. So thank you so much. Let me know that you're still listening by telling me which item from this haul was your favorite, and if you're happy to, tell me your birthday month. I am a March baby. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye. I feel like I sound northern when I say brass. Brass. I'm so excited. Honestly, yeah, anyway. And let's see what else.